declare our right on this earth to be a man, to be a human being, to be respected as a human being, to be given the rights of a human being in this society, on this earth, in this day, which we intend to bring into existence by any means necessary.
Good evening, Jackie Gleason Depot members. Rob Martinez here, Depot chairman. Proud and honored to be your Depot chairman, and that'll never that'll never waver. That'll never waver. I know it's been a while since I came on, and there's a lot of things to catch up on. So we'll just get rolling right away, and we'll keep it moving. Um, but before we start, I'd like to acknowledge the former AGM, Ishmail Mujid, also known as Ish. Uh, him and I came in the depot together in January. He got transferred to Staten Island. He didn't want to go, but duty calls, and he had to do what he got to do. So he just wanted to acknowledge everybody, and I'll take this minute and let him tell you for himself.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to the Jackie Gleason fam. Yo, I just want to give my appreciation to Rob, for allowing me to come and speak with you guys, just to give you guys just a little update. Obviously I was transferred to Casualty Depot. My tenure over at Gleason was short lived. Wasn't expected, but I want to say that you guys are always in my thoughts. You guys will always be family. And like Rob said, it's a small world and never know. I might be coming back. So, as always, I want you guys to always take care of each other. Take care of the people, the customers out there, and most of all, take care of yourself. And I'm sure we will be crossing paths once again. So I'm sending my love and peace to everybody over there at Gleason. Stay well. Peace.
Once again, thank you, Ish. Thank you, Ish. Thank you, Ish. This business travels in a lot of circles. So hopefully, when we meet again, you'll be at a bigger and better place within this company, deservingly so. Um, Thank you for making my incipient stage of being depot chairman a smooth one. Thank you for working with me. Thank you for never saying no. I'm grateful, and besides being honored to work with you, I'm glad I gained a friend and a brother, and I look forward to seeing you in person soon. So thank you again, Ish. So I just want to talk about some of the things that have been going on as of late, as far as the outside activities of the depot. I'd like to acknowledge the Transit Workers Retirement Committee, Carletta Smith, Leisha Turner, Melissa Thomas. If there's anybody I missed, um, I apologize, but that's who I know are at the depot, and they did an excellent job with their retirement committee, their retirement party. It was, I believe, 16 people from Gleason, a couple other depots, and man, what a great night, great party. It's been a while since I've gone to a function like that, and it was excellent. I look forward to the next one. But I just wanted to acknowledge the ladies of the depot again for doing an excellent, excellent job with that party. Thank you again, ladies. There's a couple of upcoming events. Uh, you got my man Orville McKenzie. He's having a little party. We're gonna flash the flyer on the screen. I always think it's important to support one another in the depot, support other functions. I believe Orville's party is going to be karaoke, food, and all that other good stuff, a little refreshments. So if those of you that could come and give him support, the flyers on the screen or should be on the screen shortly. And as you can see him in the depot, Orville's a good man, a gentleman, smooth operator, and support that man. Another function coming up. Oh, all of his party is August 16th, if I didn't say so. And his number is 347-602-0237. The next function is the Sisters in Service. They're having a summer out back to school event. That is on August 23rd at Demique Playground on 3rd Avenue and 34th Street. The hours are 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. They have been collecting donations at the depot. Another good worthy cause by the Sisters in Service group in the depot. The ladies in the depot always working hard and trying to do positive things. So if you can support them, it's for a good cause. Once again, August 23rd, I believe that's a Saturday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. on 3rd Avenue and 34th Street. The next event is Boxing for Youth. That is another gentleman from the depot, Mateo de la Cruz. Gentleman, too, a great guy. His event, I believe, is August 31st at McCarran Park in Brooklyn. His number is 718-440-1283. If you could give him support as well. He does a lot of stuff for the community, a lot of stuff for youth, and it's a good program. And I always believe that we should be supporting each other in all our positive outside endeavors. You know, that we're 752 members in the depot, and there's nothing wrong with helping each other out whenever possible. All right, so that was for the outside activities. Um, right now, as you know, the pick starts on Monday, August 11th, and it goes to August 19th. So at the depot, check your pick times. I posted it in the WhatsApp group. We will be picking August 11th to August 19th. I posted the tables in the WhatsApp group. Hopefully that will facilitate people, facilitate the members, giving them an idea of what's there to pick from, and hopefully it goes smooth. On August 7th, last week, Thursday, operations planning, scheduling came to the depot, followed up on a request that I made through Route Steward Perkins at the scheduling meeting, and they came to do a time study, a travel study from Church and Coney Island Avenue and from McDonald Avenue and Church Avenue on the 35 to see the travel time mostly for the clear times. I'm pretty sure the gentleman, Medwin Fonten from 2 Broadway, came down and he rode it back and forth numerous times doing the time study of the travel time at my request through Route Stewart Perkins and the work that they do, the route stewards, her, Matthew De Jesus, you got Quincy Primus. We have numerous route stewards. If I didn't say your name, I apologize. But hopefully we'll get some travel time because I think it's important. There's people that are getting relieved on the road, and I believe the travel time, for instance, is 22 minutes from Church and Coney, and their 35 is late. They get back to the depot late. A lot of 35s last stop McDonald Avenue. They got to get off, wait for another 35. So they're clearing much later than what they should be. And in essence, unless you get relieved late and get the transfer and get the cut slip, you're losing money and you're wasting time. So I believe that we're going to see some results with that. I also asked them to look into a swing room. That is something else that I'm looking to do on Church and Coney. And if they cannot accommodate us with a swing room on Church and Coney, then we need to see if we move the relief point to somewhere feasible. Church and Coney really doesn't, even though there's a few businesses there, sometimes you don't want to eat in the street. Sometimes you want to bring your own food, like many people do. And I'm pretty sure the pizza shop on the corner or even Andrew's coffee shop is not going to be too happy. People coming with their own Tupperwares and their own bowls and then sitting down and occupying space in their establishments. So, swing room is definitely being requested and being looked at, and I'm working on that. Another thing that I'm working on through my position on the Community Board 7, a liaison I have with the Sunset Park community activists. I'm working with Council Member Alexa Aviles, Assembly Member Marcela Metañez. I I might have a little difficulty pronouncing her name. Um, with the road control, and at the last meeting, we got NYPD traffic involved and Commander Carr out of NYPD, and we're trying to see what's going on with the double park vehicles on Fifth Avenue between 39th Street and 60th Street for now. We're looking into that, as well as the B11 and the B9s that cross Fifth Avenue. Another thing that we have requested that we had back in the day before COVID was we used to have a ride along that a superintendent or a dispatcher would pick up a traffic enforcement agent, and they would ride the routes and issue summonses. That was brought up at the meeting. Hopefully, we can get some traction on that. I want everyone to understand that these things that we're working on are not overnight fixes, overnight remedies, but finally, I've been pushing the envelope through my connections and through the work, making calls, stuff like that. And the route and Chief Route Steward Perkins has been helping me with that big time. Um, we as well have a new SEM, Safety and Environmental Manager, a gentleman named Rawson Lawrence. I'll put up his picture on the screen if it should be coming up shortly. But we're fortunate to have someone who is hands-on, approachable, friendly, and definitely caring about the work, caring about the members. It's a blessing to encounter these people, like Ish as well. Lawrence is a gentleman, and he wanted me to just go over a couple of things um, on his behalf. So just basically, let me see. I wrote it down here when I would have my meeting with him, and basically, he wants to thank everyone for embracing him. He has been very receptive. His first few days, he introduced himself to the members. He has been communicating about issues within the edifice, within the depot, as well as road conditions. Um, he too is asking for patience so we can help remedy a lot of these solutions as we work hard towards working towards these solutions. His number is 646 228 6813. And being that his work is basically safety oriented and non disciplined, you could definitely reach out to him. You don't need myself because it's a non-disciplinary issue. But if you feel uncomfortable talking with him directly, I have no problem assisting you with that as well. Um, he he, you could approach him about time restoral if they owe you some time from comp. I seen him working with a few people doing that. Um, what else? We're very much aware about the ladies' restroom downstairs. We're working hard to fix that expeditiously. And like I said, Lawrence is a gentleman. Um, if you want, talk to him again. One thing he did mention in my conversation with him was please make sure you don't deviate from the route. Use 39th Street between 4th and 5th when you pull out. Obviously, 36th Street when you're coming from Fort Hamilton Parkway and that area. Follow the instructions and the route descriptions. Do not deviate from that. Definitely do not go down 36th Street nor come up 37th or 38th Street unless it says so in the route description, because some routes have a certain time that you can use 38th Street. Outside of that, 36th and 37th Street are not to be utilized unless fire activity and things of that nature. He's been getting complaints about that, so he wanted me to address that. There's a couple of items within the depot, and this is from we have a new general superintendent of support services, another nice gentleman, Antonio Robinson, approachable. You can speak to him, very accommodating, very helpful. Remember, non-discipline. You can speak to any supervision or management when it comes to non-disciplinary issues. But once again, if you don't feel comfortable talking to them, I'm always available. But Robinson is concerned about a lot of people are going FMLA and they don't have any balance. And when that happens, work partners will tell you, yeah, you're approved, because they just see that in the system you qualify for the FMLA, but they don't keep account of how much time you have left. Either you're eligible because you worked the X amount of hours, but once you exhaust that, they're not aware of that. So then you call them and say, listen, I'm going FMLA. And they'll say, sure, you're approved, but you don't have balance. When that transpires, you get an unauthorized absence. And a few of you that I went in there with already, you understand, we have to rectify that. So look into, always check your balances. Another thing, the sick lines and the doctor's lines. We go over this a lot. I think I've been saying this from the beginning. As you know, you have 3 days to submit. Um, you have 3 days upon returning to work to submit your sick lines and doctor's lines. Once you pass the 72 hours or 3 days, you're subject to discipline. And we're talking about paperwork. In the event that you need doctor's lines, um, submit the partial. Submit a partial, and then you got 30 days to cure. It's in the contract. So let's stop with the trivial discipline. Um, we got the new thing about when you go on a personal, just make sure you hit the RTT, right? Me personally, that envelope and all that other foolishness, um, we don't do that. You hit the button, you wait for them to answer in a timely manner. In the event that they don't answer, when you hit the button, the time is the time is annotated. Pop a transfer, right? Get off the bus. Do what you got to do. When you come back, hit it again. Pop another transfer. Put in your pocket. That way you cover yourself. Um, they're really cracking down on the personnel protocol. Another thing is make sure everybody's, is the basics. We're going back to ABC. Just pre-trip your buses properly. I get it. They give you 10 minutes from report time to pull out time. That that is not feasible. That is not practical. That is not realistic. Just do your proper pre-trip. And after you do the pre-trip, you do everything. You sit in the seat. You log in. Pop your test transfer for yourself, and pop the one that they want in the box. Now, I'm not telling you to dilly dally and ho hum the way, but give them a proper pre-trip. They cannot discipline you if you're doing a proper pre-trip. Um, be mindful of the stop sign violations, the red light violations, and the speed camera violations. Um, Those things seem to be on the uptick. Um, and that's it. Let's see. Oh, also, we all a couple of months ago got the letter from the transit authority indicating, are we in the 70% or in the 30%? Are you on good time or bad time? Real simple. If you're on the bad time, even though you're not on sick control, if you are classified in the bad time rather, um, you're subject to call in and out. They've been doing home visits. I guess they're bored. I guess they have nothing to do. So we just got those letters a couple of months ago where everybody was coming to the union office saying, "Is this sick control? Is sick control?" No, it was just telling you what category you're in, either the good category or the bad category. When you log in to check your time card, or just come to the office. If you're not sure, just come to the office and I will give you your sick card. I will give you what you need and tell you what category you're in. But if you're in the bad category, remember, you're subject to the house arrest, so to speak. Call out, listen, I'm going to the store, I'm going to the pharmacy, I'm going here. When you come back, I'm back. That way, if someone comes to your house while you're out of the house for a moment, you covered yourself. Accident notifications. If you got a ticket, convictions, got to notify that too. Hasn't been much, but there have been a couple. And so, back to basics, folks. Back to basics, and that's basically it with those things. Um, let's see what we have here. Oh, I got a call from Bus Trek. I got a call from Bus Trek. I believe Friday. They're monitoring the B9, B11, B63, and B68. So those particular lines, B9, B11, B63, and B68, be advised, Bus Track is monitoring those particular lines because those lines, they're having issues. But you know what the irony is? And I say this all the time. You could be down 20, 30, sometimes 40 minutes, barely give you a call. The minute you're up 3 minutes or more, they're calling you. I don't get it. But you know what? Just drive safely, and that's all you got to do. Drive safely. Just don't run ahead of schedule. Please don't run ahead of schedule, especially when we got um, operations planning coming to the depot and doing these travel studies. The vacation commitment forms are at the depot. If you haven't done so already, please come get them done. Let's get them out the way. We've made good progress, but we still have plenty left. Um, the September meetings, excuse me, the union meetings resume in September. Um, the flyer should be posted there shortly. Um, as you know, we didn't have any meetings in the summer. The meetings resume in September. Please come to union meetings, especially those who have want to have vociferous concerns. That's your opportunity. The division is there. They, Tasha, the recording secretary, takes diligent notes at these meetings. You want progress? You want things to get done? Come to union meetings. We are in the last year of a contract. May our contract expires. Now more so than ever, the union needs us to be active, be militant, and show strength. Now is the time. So come to union meetings, please. We're going to get things done. The leadership that we have now since January with John Chiarello at the helm. I've been here 21 years. This is the best it's been in a while. And I'm not just saying that to say it. I'm seeing it. I see the work that they're putting out. And but in order to make it better, it has to be every member participating, right? And I hopefully surface. Please come to the meetings and participate. Um, that's basically it. Don't forget another event that's coming up towards the end of the year is the Christmas party that's being organized by the Jackie Gleason Depot Women's Committee. Uh, the flyer should be coming up to the screen as well. Please, let's support these endeavors. I went to the one last year. Very nice, very good job. The ladies did an excellent job. And I believe every time it gets better and better. So that was basically it. Now, I'm gonna end this somewhat in a personal note. There's a lot of things that's transpiring in the depot that we're all aware of. There's no secret. There's been a lot of chatter, gossip, innuendos, fallacies and falsehoods, plenty of untruths. I'm letting that play itself out because that too will be addressed, and I'm going to speak truth on it. But let the innuendos and the falsehoods continue. You members have my word. I'm going to give it to you, and I'm going to give you the truth behind it. But you guys know where to find me. I'm at the depot 5 to 5. And I'm always approachable, like I've always been. And you could come, but I'm going to address everybody as a whole. But trust me, you're being fed a lot of negative things that aren't true. And I want you to keep something in mind before I go. Um, there were people circulating some things on false premise and false pretense. Just think about it. They give you something and tell you sign here under false pretense and a false premise. And that's how much respect they have for you, that they bamboozled you and lied to you. So when you think about it, and when I speak the truth, and it's already going around, think about that person that has so little regard for you and for your feelings, and lie to you in your face until you hear sign here. This is for this when it wasn't for that. But I'll be addressing that very shortly because there's a process and we're allowing the process to play out. So that's something personal for me. Um, and one last thing, I just want to acknowledge Lakeisha Haley. I pronounce it Keish. She lost her daughter. I know what that's like. 2019, I lost one as well. And Keish, I admire your strength. Um, it's not easy. We went the depot. All of us went through, and we support you. We have your back. We're here for you, and trust God. You never go wrong trusting God. So, Keish, once again, my condolences from me and from the members of the depot. So, on that note, as always, I'll see you guys at the depot. You'll probably see me tomorrow if at the Dominican Day Parade. And don't forget the Labor Day parade's coming up. But I'm honored and grateful to be your chairman, and I'm going to do the best for the depot until I leave. All right, so God bless, good night, and keep Keish and her family in your prayers during this difficult time. Good night.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Matthew De Jesus. I'm a route steward. For the longest time, I've been known as the Beat 35 route steward because I drove that line for so long. And now I'm a route steward wherever I work. I'm a route steward all the time. Every time you see me, both on and off the clock, I'm a route steward. So whenever I see safety issues, I report them. People have come up to me and reported safety issues, and I generate these requests with 311. I do all this volunteer, so I encourage you also, if you want to participate and put in a service request with 311 and just let us know that you did it, that'll be great. Anything that you can volunteer, it's more than appreciated, even thoughts and prayers. I want to let you guys know, so we so far we have changed the short trips, the short turns rather, for the B9s, right? We are going to reinstate that bus stop on the B63 at 94th Street and 4th Avenue, which was taken down because of the elevators. We're finally going to get it back for the 63s and the B8s. Rob is working to put a refrigerator in the swing rooms for the B16 and a swing room for Church Avenue and Coney Island Avenue for our B68 warriors, our soldiers out there, B68s. It's in the works. All right. So that's great news. I'm very blessed to be working with Miss Perkins, who she's our chief route steward. She takes in all the reports. She generates them. Everything that we route stewards and even you, when you see her in the hallway, if you tell her anything, she creates a report. She puts in the service request and forwards it to Rob, who then forwards it to management. I'm grateful also to be working and to give management a shout out. Shout out to Ish. Shout out to our safety superintendent, Mr. Lawrence, and our road control superintendent, Mr. Richter. They have been very, very helpful. And there was a turn recently that was fixed on Avenue I, coming off McDonald Avenue for the B11s, where we would have to swing wide and go around this construction barrier. That I feel like they put that there, like they seen us turning all day. They thought it was a good idea to put there, but whatever. It got taken care of within days. It got taken care of. If you see me out there, you're more than welcome to tell me about anything, and I'm going to handle it. If you still see that pothole out there on the road, it's because DOT is not very fast to act. So I just have to put in multiple. There's been times where I put in 5 service requests for the same pothole, and finally I've seen it get fixed. So it takes a little bit, but little by little, we're making everything better. We're trying to make things safer and smoother for you guys, for us, for me, for all of us. And I'm very happy to be a part of this team. And big shout out to our depot chairman, Mr. Rob Martinez, for letting us do and letting us help each other. And it's just been very great. And again, I'm very grateful to be part of this team.
Well, I don't know what will happen now. We've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop. I don't mind. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And he's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
I think that I belong to the minority group. I am Puerto Rican, I'm black, and I'm between the walls. So anything that I do, first, I will be reflected on me because I'm black, and second, I will be reflected on me because I am Puerto Rican. But with this one, I tell you that to me, I always respect everybody, and thanks to God, when I grew up, I was raised I was raised, and when my mother and father never told me to hate anyone, or they never told me to dislike anybody because they're race or color. We never talk about that. The matter of fact, I started listening to this stuff when I came to this state. So to me, I would say that this is something that I love everybody, and I have to be very careful what I do because who I am. So